Leo, hi. Thank you for joining. This will be a tarot card reading for the sign of Leo. It applies to Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you enjoy this video or it helps you in some way, please do feel free to like and subscribe. A level of recognition. Victory. This could be on a massive scale or simply amongst your peers. It also does suggest sort of feeling very confident or accomplished in a scenario. Now, the thing to be aware of is there is defensiveness on ground level. There is even maybe a level of manipulation. I think that would probably be more so on your end though, because it seems like you're maybe debating something and you're confused. I do think that clarity comes to you though. And, you know, it looks like in a lot of ways you might be ending a situation because we have this Ten of Pentacles, which is sort of a very nice foundational end and or beginning. It's sort of turning your back from what once was, right? And looking at this whole new Mecca and new structure for yourself, your life, and, you know, maybe relationships, because there does seem to be sort of, well, not much for you. I feel like the outside influence is probably more so emotionally affected. And, you know, there's something revealed in the past that is maybe what has you feeling a bit defensive. You know, it almost seems like a foolish stumble. I would say this. Be cautious of not learning certain lessons or not implementing wisdom from your past, because you might find yourself in sort of a repeat cycle. Yeah, there seems to be some level of pessimism or regret around maybe a relationship or connection in some way. And, you know, basically there's a cut in communication, whether that's from you or them, place it how it fits. I more so see it probably from you. You know, something is done, it's ended. Yet there is sort of a conclusion of watching something or still sort of trying to manage or figure something out. You know, don't cling to false ideas, don't cling to, you know, maybe things that brought you comfort, or give the illusion of peace or, you know, what you seek, but inside, you know that it can all crumble at the drop of a hat, sort of thing. Okay. Don't be overly focused on mistakes or issues, particularly right now, because it seems like you're sort of crossed with a lot of good things, okay? And if you allow this to distract you, it could bring more instability and even injustice. Make sure you're being wise in your judgment calls here. And, you know, I feel like the sort of if you hold on to something, there's going to be an outburst of conflict in some way, or there's a competitive nature to this. But, you know, at the end of it, we still wind up with injustice and or sort of a manipulative energy, that, or you're sort of blocking yourself from manifesting your full potential because you're too wrapped up in something that maybe isn't even worth it. Also, don't become set back when you're in a place of opulence or comfort, because it seems like you maybe regress at that point. Maybe you stop pushing as hard, or maybe you start, sort of overlooking what you've learned here or what has gotten you to this point, in which case slows things down, repeats the cycle, and then you end up in debate. This could be around your relationships in some way, because it does sort of seem like there's anxiety about something that presents itself, and maybe you move forward and there's a level of knowing or wish fulfillment with this, but then it sort of breaks everything down and you're left in your own rubble. And also, I would say be careful of people who present as more than they are, because that may be very much what you're dealing with here, Leo. So I hope this was helpful, and if you enjoyed this reading, please do like and subscribe. I'm going to also take this a bit further on my Patreon, which is the first link below in the description. So if you want to join me on Patreon and look a little deeper, please do. If not, have a great night, and thank you for joining.